nation of 70,000 strong rises up with a cry of Skol to usher two teams into battle. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And off we go from Minneapolis. He fields it from the 8. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
First and 10 from the 41. Zone read give here to Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Hurts now from the gun. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Eagles.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Hurts on first down. He's got Devontae Smith. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, a run with Barkley. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Elliott connects there. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT. But he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. This one is fair caught, but let's see what that flag's all about. This drive may not be done.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. On play action now, McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Sending a receiver left. On first down, it's Mason. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Running once more with Mason. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings finish off their opening drive. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
One after try, good by Reichert. And the Vikings won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
A gain of 43 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So second down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. It's the Eagles with 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. This one's caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Minnesota spends its second timeout here. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. They go to Barkley again. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Barkley. And he can to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Barkley. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles push their lead to 3.
Vikings 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Minnesota all set to go for its 2nd drive. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's cut in stride by Addison. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Looking to throw. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this 3rd quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Feeling the receiver in motion left. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Complete to Justin Jefferson. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here's McCarthy to throw. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Fields this clean at the 30. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll motion Brown right. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
It's 2nd and inches.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Now Hurts. He lofts it deep right side. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And it's a sneak, Hurts. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Barkley off the pistol give. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hurts tucks it, starts running. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And they're not going to get him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Hurts setting up to throw. Complete beyond the marker. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Vikings 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Vikings now set to take the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. McCarthy fires out wide. Complete. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Give it to Mason. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now it's McCarthy. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
The catch is made near the edge. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first.
2nd and 10.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Hurts now from the gun. Pass complete to Goddard. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. Space to the left. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead.
24, Vikings 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing again now, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to the air, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. They're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that first down marker.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Another throw here for McCarthy. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like the receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Vikings 14.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the 1st quarter, the 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And even after giving up the late touchdown, Brock, still a two-score game, so you should expect them to be in that victory formation in just a few moments.
You should, but, you know, I just picture Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, the greats in this game, right, over the last few decades. You know, they grinded down every second, never took anything for granted. You got to finish it all the way down to double zeros.
The Eagles take a knee. They're going to let the seconds tick away in this win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. Well, as they celebrate.